that I think the campaign starts way too early, it lasts way too long, and is far too expensive. This will be a $5 billion presidential campaign. And then the question of who gives that money expecting to get what never gets asked quite enough. The so-called debates, or not debates, and they're not news conferences, they're sort of what we used to call in Texas chin flacking.
Right.
Chin flapping all the time, just the chin flaps around, nobody says anything, most things are scripted. I think in the early going it's been an advantage for the Republicans to have their candidates seen, and I don't have any argument with any of the moderators of the, quote, chin flaps. But there's a shortage of follow-up questions. When you have 15 or 17 candidates up, there's really very little chance to follow up. And I do think as the campaign goes along, when the candidate says something that is demonstrably untrue, there needs to be a journalist who, with respect, points out the record and follows up. Not nearly enough of that. But it is the system we have. What I find in traveling around, a lot of people, in looking at both the Democratic side and the Republican side, rightly or wrongly, legitimately or unjustly so, say, you know, we have a country of 335 million people, a big continental country. Is this the best we can do? And the answer frequently is, we should be able to do better.
I would get along with a lot of the world leaders that this country is not getting along with. We don't get along with China. We don't get along with the heads of Mexico. We don't get along with anybody. I will get along, I think, with Putin, and I will get along with others, and we will have a much more stable world.
I think the principal question for Trump is, how is he going to handle foreign policy? Because he doesn't have a great deal of experience in foreign policy. So I think a key question is, give me the specific names of people that you will call upon for foreign policy counsel. Is among the questions to him. There needs to be specific questions about how he's going to do some things that he has mentioned he's going to do, about sending people who are in the country, as he describes as illegal immigrants. He wants to send all of them back to Mexico and other places. Okay, that's a position. But how specifically does he intend to do that with 10 or 12 million people? How is he going to find them? What's the procedure going to be for giving them due process to get back? Following up with him on specifics. By the way, I'm wrong a lot of the time, but I was at least right about Trump. I said in the beginning, he's not going to go away quickly. He isn't going to be the shooting star that goes away, because whatever else you think of Donald Trump, he is smart. He's very television smart. Donald Trump certainly has a shot at the nomination. I'm not predicting he will get the nomination, but he's going to go deeper into the primary and caucus process than most people thought at the beginning. He certainly has a shot at the nomination, and I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility he gets elected. I know many people say, oh, my goodness, certainly he couldn't get elected. In journalism, you learn never say never. And I think it would apply to Donald Trump. I'll just say that Trump is smart. He has an advantage in that he spends his own money. He can point to most other people on the platform and say, these guys are getting big money from people who want things out of government. Trump can say, I'm spending my own money. I think this is a big part of his appeal.